This is good for setup.
Yep, hot mic.
Cool.
And it begins.
Last we were, Warzone, I believe, was knocked, knocked unconscious.
He
I believe he
technically
was
entered.
incapacitated.
Yeah, he is entered incapacitated. Which, if I recall, Tristan and you discussing, technically means he can start trying to make will rolls to stay up.
Good, yeah.
If the GM is so inclined. From the phrasing, I imagine the GM is not so inclined right now. Yes.
Warzone is.
What are you talking about? He's always been unconscious.
Which I believe leaves you in a little bit of a moral conundrum. Fleshing Virgo, if I remember correctly.
They got the Alias got the thing off her.
Yep, but she's still webbed up as ever.
Yep. In theory, everyone is contained at this point.
That's what I was calling. Yeah, there. Okay.
I don't recall any serious injuries that we need to worry about. In theory, it's everything that the cops can handle.
And
Obviously, I want to go check on Nate just because, billion, totally, not anything personal connected there.
Oh, totally.
Don't mind Collateral still pointing a shotgun at Warzone. Don't mind just the deep contemplative look that you cannot see because mask.
okay.
But I'm not doing anything yet.
Yes,
And now we need to roll for Cypher, Blue Cypher to be here.
I'm more thinking Tech Shot's just going to show up.
Well, supposedly he's with Davis, last I heard. And if they're having a civil discussion, I don't know.
I distinctly recall him being tied up and hanging upside down on a light pole.
That did happen. Because if I remember correctly, you got your information because Davis talked to Tech Shot to be like, rabble.
Tech Shot was able to, during like kind of some of the backgrounds of things. No one really talked to him extensively.
He's in theory in containment.
Right.
We could go back and talk to him
if we need to.
The only person I could possibly think of as wanting to talk to is Virgo herself, because I don't. Did you reveal? Did Justin or did Wolf Spider reveal that Virgo might be a totem bearer?
I revealed that she might have a connection to what's going on as one of the as a descendant of the true, as a possible descendant of the true Zodiacs.
Okay, true Zodiacs. Okay.
Her son will inherit the name. I have no way of knowing if she's a totem bearer. If she's a totem
Okay,
bearer, she's much more physically representative of her chosen creature than the other totem bearers we've met.
that is fair. I forgot it was the true Zodiac, so that is the only.
Not just the people with the name. No.
But yeah, I would probably suggest us being like, hey, can we chat with Virgo if she's so inclined once the paralysis wears off. But that's just my 2 cents, unless we want to move on, because technically we have the computer to help us locate the thing.
Well, the process is a couple minutes to wear off, so if you want to take a moment to, by the time you're done stitching her up or whatever you needed to do for the device removal, she's probably back. And it might have worn off faster for her since she regenerates. I know mechanically that's not necessarily represented, but
Yeah. Mechanically, it's just you heal fast. If you want to actually resist stuff like that, buy immunity or lots of stamina.
I don't know what powers she has that might also affect that. So
It's also going to take time to rebuild the PC into a working order to even be able to use the computer.
you seem to think that would take a few hours with the Tier 4 lab and everything?
And it's only been minutes since we got him there.
Maybe an hour, because I did have time to go pick up what's-her-face that I have to go pick up again, because I left her at that diner.
Oh yeah, that's true.
True.
Pick up Jason's assistant.
Right. Rebecca?
Yep.
Yes, I'm learning.
After making sure Nate's okay, I will go collect Rebecca May.
Well, concerning that, is it pretty much just going to be a kind of a check-in? I mean, because you're Ghost Rider right now, it's like, what is it? What is it that you're? Is it kind of like a, are you okay, citizen kind of thing?
Yeah, it's very much like, hey, I know you were right to ground zero. Are you okay? Any injuries? We need to get you to a hospital. The hell were you doing in that what looked like higher security holding area?
Well, for what it's worth, he does not look drunk, because I know there's someone made a comment about drunk tank.
Well, that's all. Well, there's that, but also that's clearly not the drunk tank.
I mean, there isn't any other places that would have cells to put people in this entire place. Let's be fair.
Number 6, maybe.
Here's number 6. No, that's the shooting range. That's at the armory right there. Remember?
Yeah, it says firing range, but there's that weird cockeyed. Oh, I guess I'm looking at it from the wrong direction. Okay. 8 is lockers. 19 is.
Oh, 10 is the actual drug tank. Where's 10 at? I think that's actually underneath Warzone. Yep.
So it's to a group holding cell.
We just know that he was in the prisoner holding area, and as not one of those Zodiac.
And
It might have been.
Or he didn't seem to be cuffed or anything.
No, he was not cuffed.
Which means he would have already been processed, just not in transport.
But so you're asking what he was doing there?
Yeah. I was like, if they had a lot of high security prisoners in there, I would think that if you had done something wrong, they would have found someplace safer to hold you.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
So I was like, did you have connection to one of them or something? You just hanging out in the high security or higher security holding area for balls?
I kind of used to know one of the people in there that was, so I was going to visit when all of this just kind of broke out.
One of the Zodiacs?
Who?
The animal people. They're furries, but they're less fuzzy.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the screen going, well, I mean, two of them were in pirate armor, so
I guess technically they'd be scalies.
It's both. Either way, for Sono, scale Sono. But yeah, also a quick reminder, David, isn't he the one who was trying to date that one gangbanger?
No, that was the other bandmate.
yeah, that was
Okay,
Chris.
okay,
That
that's
was Chris. Nate is here.
okay.
Who was the one who was in the park?
That was Nate and his sister Dava.
Wait, hold on, no,
Oh, that was his sister.
No, that was Chris and Dava.
that was Chris and Dave.
Okay, Chris and Dale. Gotcha.
Okay, because from what I remember, I'm like, wait. From what I remember, Chris has a very bad history of dating questionable people.
Yeah, Chris does.
Apparently, possibly Nate as well.
Because that's news to me.
I mean, it's shocking that I was here to begin with.
And
But anyways.
Chris was one of them, so it's like,
It was actually the one kind of tossing me around for some reason. That was really confusing.
yeah, apparently there was some kind of weird sci-fi mind control thing involved there. So
Okay.
was always part lizard, or is that new?
Well, she was green. You're you're definitely cool and all, Spider, but I don't really. What does this have to do with what?
Sorry. First, I was making sure you were okay, and then you implied you had a connection, and you were a witness to what was going down, and it was, and you're helping me provide context on these people because, as far as I know, these people that dressed up like a zoo just showed up, and one of them started freaking out and throwing things around, and I'm just trying to get a picture.
Um, unless there is a specific route you'd like to go, as Wolf Spider, you'd need to make a persuasion roll in order for him to divulge more than kind of the surface information that he has. Now, funnily enough, as Justin, he would just tell you.
Well, I can revisit as Justin, but as under my persuasion interrogation specialty. Technically, pumping him through
You
information.
are technically, yeah.
Said you didn't understand how you did that.
What? Oh, yeah.
You were like, "How do you do persuasion interrogation?" It's like, I don't know. It's in the book. It's like, well, now we're doing persuasion interrogation, aren't we?
Well, this is how it's going to work. So it's soft interrogation, is what it is.
It's a tell me. It's hey, what do you? Hey, this thing, about what you know.
It's personal.
Do you need collateral damage to come over?
What it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just want collateral to come over, we could fix this problem real quick. 'Cause I have interrogation.
So do I.
I mean,
Oh, you do?
I have persuasion interrogation.
Oh. Oh God, we're literally good cop, bad cop. Because yours is persuasion, mine is intimidation.
I don't know if I got a bonus for knowing the guy or not, but
well, okay.
I do get a +2d to presence right now because I bid her.
If you already had,
So I know stuff about him that I may not have known already. Yeah, this is partly him. This is partly him trying to help me parse the information I took from her head. But
you will get a bonus if you're actually using information you know about him, though that has risks attached to it.
I don't think he is actively using information that he knows about him. But because he knows him, there's probably things he's subconsciously, doing or drawing upon in terms of, yeah, I know how to, like, yeah, I've talked to him before. I know how to, twist him a little bit, to
Okay.
answer a question. subconsciously dropping clues. He's not actively going, "Hey, I know you. I know you're." But again, you know the guy. You're gonna behave. He's not very good at separating Justin from Wolf Spider, so I'm sure there's things that are slipping through. That's a 45. That's power die and vampirism.
I do not think that this roll will mean anything, but then I remember the 45 on the first aid roll. So
I was about to say, never discount the power.
And
that
actually, I just realized the three of us are in call because Sierra hasn't said anything. We have good cop, bad cop, and Schrodinger's cop.
Yep.
Okay, how are you Schrodinger's cop?
I am both a cop and not a cop. I am here, but also not here.
that's it.
I am your friend and also not your friend at the same time. Just depends.
You won't know if he's a cop or not until you check and see if he's a cop or not.
You have your cop.
He has a point there.
Mm-hmm. I am Alfarius, and this is a lie.
Was it from Pretender? I am today.
Yeah. Ooh, you would be a good name, Mercurial. I might use that actually.
It's like somebody who turns into liquid metal, like a T1000. He's making a note. World lore has just expanded.
Oh dear, what have we done?
Just what we need, more villains.
Isn't that what comics do? They eventually get like a huge ass villain roster.
I mean, yeah, although occasionally they add other heroes. I mean, we got Iggy, but
You guys are on here. I have gotten a hero. You may get more heroes as time goes on. As a reminder, part of this world was that this was early stage.
yeah, this is the beginning of the heroic age or whatever.
Okay.
Superpowered beings have existed, but they just haven't really been named.
Okay. So you're basically trying to get some more information out of him concerning his connection with Virgo.
His connection with Virgo, and just in the general sense, like, what does he know about this, person that, again, as far as I'm concerned, just came out of the woodwork? It's like, what am I dealing with? Is this actually a bad person, or is this just somebody who got caught up in something? What?
Okay.
Again, trying to get a profile,
Okay.
and maybe if he knows anything about the current, like as she mentioned, like the idea of like strange heritage or zodiac history or anything like that. I mean, I doubt it, but. It's like who is she? What are we dealing with? What do you know?
as you're conversating with him, to get information, it will take a few minutes of talking as you essentially kind of are having to again, as you've already done, like press kind of the wildness and potential of the situation.
We're trying to help her, but we need to know what she's got involved in. So what do you know?
His connection with her um is that a um a number of years ago, the standard comic unspecified number of years ago.
That vague sliding time scale. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Um. They used to date on the down low. Um. If you may or may not remember the beginning of the mission, where he was kind of insisting that he that he did used to have a girlfriend, and his sister was like, "Yeah,
Yeah, the one we were all skeptical of.
yeah."
Whoops.
Clearly that it's a used to kind of thing because she just in her secretiveness kind of disappeared. At least from his perspective.
Came back as a loser person.
Uh, from according to the description, seems to match the match pretty much occurred. So the style is slightly different. But in terms of what she is, the description does match. She is like secretive, and Nate is kind of go with the flow of that's weird, but whatever.
That's his thing.
um, is aware that she does have an abode with, unless you really pressure him on, not going to tell Wolf Spider.
At this point, we have a name, so we can we can look her up.
He was just he was partially into it from the kind of secret mystery standpoint. Um, that's why he really didn't talk to others about her that or others about much that of her existence. But yeah, that's very much their context is that they have a they 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 have a at this point friendly relationship. His intention was to reconnect because it's like she's been gone for some years and was like what's up, what's happened is kind of kind of what he was visiting here for because he had um heard hearsay about her description kind of being brought in after the large incident during the like city block.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Cool. Well,
um, to be clear, um, especially since you are kind of investigating information here, um, she is probably more liable to talk about a variety of topics with Nate than she would people she doesn't know.
since you are
Just decide to yourself.
her friend, assuming the officers are okay with you sticking around for a minute, we're gonna talk to her. Might be helpful to have you around. Just make her feel safer.
Well, apparently, she can bust down really thick doors. So, I think you're really the only one here that might be able to do something
Well, this
in
is more
terms of safety.
in terms of physical safety. Yes, this is more of a social comfort. Hey, you're around. You know, your friend is here, so clearly we mean you no harm. This is not a hostage situation or something.
So being
No, we took the thing off her, but she's clearly gotten mixed up in something, and we might need her help to put a stop to it. And she might be more willing to share some details with you than she would us. So, just from the standpoint of trying to keep her on the get her the bennies for assisting, so the police are more likely to look at her favorably, and so we can actually get this show on the road sooner, therefore less people get hurt. might be easier if you're around to helps coax her into realizing we're on the up and up and we're really trying to help her here.
Thing. Sure. He he clearly kind of just he's kind of like there's lots of stuff going on, so he's not quite sure what to do, but at least there's some kind of direction.
Yeah. I'll bring him around to where the others are. Like, hey, this guy knows her, so they apparently used to be tight, so hopefully he can help us get her to tell us what's going on.
Uh, is pretty much taking charge of this point and is like directing people kind of through the chaos, trying to handle the hardened foam thing going on. But we aren't really we're not really in a in a state to still organizing stuff here.
Well, we can just set up over. Yeah, we just take, we got her over here in the holding cell anyway. We can just talk to her there. It's not a.
Clearly, I need to request that the captain gets better cells if we're going to keep running into to this kind of thing. One second.
I'm surprised the Men in Black haven't shown up yet.
Wait, who hasn't shown up yet?
Who hasn't shown up yet?
The Men in Black.
Oh, I'm sure they're on their way.
They showed up. Would you even know? You know, the neuralizers and all that.
Look,
Well,
I
they don't
had
show
my
up after the fact to clean up.
I'm not gonna let it happen again.
Vision's
What are you talking about? They showed up only 4 times.
Hmm.
What do you mean you don't remember?
You know, they only clean up the mess. They don't take part in the mess making. If they show up within the next 5 minutes, then we might be concerned.
Mhm.
While they're taking that, I'll take a moment to quickly bring the others up to speed for what I just learned.
well, before/while you're doing that, Da Vinci will take out her phone and collateral. Either your phone ringing, or I don't know if you have it routed to you, or even if it's even on right now.
I mean, it is on. In fact, you could probably hear it ringing from around the corner.
I don't know. There's a bunch of foam in the way. That might be enough to insulate it.
Actually, there's foam. There's cross chatter as people are coordinating.
We're in a noisy police station.
Because
I'm not in the noisy police station section. I'm in the ruined section.
You're in the ruined section surrounded by a crap ton of foam, which is why there might be an issue. I don't know.
She doesn't know where you are. She figures you're you're on site or nearby, given everything. So
Well, I'm pretty sure if it does go through, Wolf Spider would at least hear it.
I mean, Wolf Spider knows where you are.
And that's also true.
Like I said, I gathered everybody up so I could, quickly bring them up to speed on, what Nate told me. Sounds like your phone's going off.
ring ring or appropriate assigned ringtone sound here.
I'm just going to look at it. I'm just going to say, deny with response, already here. You want me? Come find me. and have that be sent as a response as a denial. Do you know how sometimes you can deny a phone call, but send a text message? That's what I send.
Da Vinci is typing.
Probably not how you should have responded to your boss, but I don't know. You did that.
He's technically not my boss. Technically.
I was hoping you the text will come in. I was hoping you'd do me a favor in the form of a extra consultation fee, given the extensive facilities you no doubt have at your disposal as collateral damage. If you're not interested in that, however, I do have a job to be doing.
I didn't say no to more money. I said I'm already here. Come find me. As in I'm surrounded by foam. Please help.
Yes, and she's busy organizing the police forces and taking in the paramilitary warshot group. So
She's busy. You're just being lazy.
That's fair. I'm trying to be lazy. I'm currently stuck debating whether or not I want to kill Warzone.
Skill issue.
I'm allowed to be a little bit lazy.
you'll get a follow up text stating how much do you charge for holding cells.
I don't know, David. How much does it cost to have secure containment in a tier 4 in a secret hideout?
Oh, she's unaware of the watchtower. She's however aware that collateral damage has things that he has access to, which may include holding cells for interrogation purposes.
Yeah, I don't think the Watchtower has holding facility.
No, but his base does.
Yeah, but my base does, if I recall.
Yeah, we did establish your tier 3 base did.
And so I'm asking, hey David, how much did it cost for me to build it?
Or less, how much does it cost to build it, and more, what kind of facilities could he get away with that on a tier 3 hideout?
Well, let's see.
Yeah, that's true.
I think his was high tech.
Yeah, mine's high tech. I have a high tech lab.
Well, the lab and the hideout are two separate things.
Ah, that's a good point.
That's it, because I know you had a tier 3 lab, but I think you had a high tech hideout.
Yes, I didn't change anything. So it is appropriate to what tier it was when we first built it.
Considered state of the art.
Do.
Page 46. Hideout has all the amenities of a high-tech facility with superb security systems and method be self-sufficient for months without needing replenishment of air or food. So superb security and high-tech state-of-the-artness.
So in theory, I have an enclave bunker.
I'd say so. That's probably like maximum, equivalent to maximum or high security.
Did I just become?
Not necessarily equipped for metahumans yet, because we didn't know metahumans were a thing for them to have installed it. But
that's a fair point.
Than the police themselves. In terms of how expensive is it? Well, as I recall, we're using funds dice, so it kind of comes to how much are you wanting to charge? I would say at least 100. Because there are approximations of no money to.
You maybe say it's moderate difficulty expense.
Well, I mean, what I'm saying is, if you want to actually throw dollar tags at me,
Oh.
I can convert it.
Okay, that's pretty much.
No, I was more wanting to get a rough idea so I could just say insert slightly higher priced, respectable amount.
Well, time to put myself on a FBI watch list.
Because moderate would be quote unquote hundreds of dollars.
I'm pretty sure it's more than that to have secure prisoners.
Yeah. Again, you're the consultant here, which is why the degree kind of.
Maximum security holding cell doesn't have a fixed monthly cost, but annual cost per inmate ranges from 60,000 to 100,000 annually. So if we assume the 60,000, that would be 5,000 a month.
And given that we're technically talking about dealing with people who are more dangerous than maximum security,
$12.50 a week. So you're looking at, if you want to be on the slightly more expensive side, $200 a day. Technically,
sure, we'll go with that.
welcome to the stream, whoever I just got flagged by.
Okay. If you're going to be charging that, to 200 a day.
Well, that would be the reasonable amount because I technically didn't have to actually hire more personnel than my gaggle of tech nerds. Just saying. I actually have to. Oh God! First, I go from insurance company now to being the security prison.
Oh,
things move.
You're not
fast.
prison and more a holding site while I better before transfer.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, because Da Vinci is aware that apparently the holdings here don't mean crap for this person. So
it's like, I need a stronger site to hold them until the feds can show up.
Guys might know what to do. That's fair.
Oh, you guys now have another business venture you can open.
I wasn't wanting to open a prison.
Now, I do want to keep in mind, if you are going to use the holding cells in your hideout as a part of a business, that will risk the viability of the hideout.
No, I meant them opening a new one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about this is a viable business opportunity. Well, let me make it not so public, a not so hidden place, and make that be the new business.
They can open the raft, island prison just off the coast.
Don't mind the. Don't mind the. Go ahead.
If you are going to attempt that, my money will not be involved in that because private prison. No.
Hey,
me personally, and also I remember Mass Effect 2.
I don't blame you. I wasn't going to go that route with it either.
I didn't say it wasn't sketchy. I just said it was an opportunity if you wanted it.
I mean, I would just do the equivalent of what is it, Metal Gear 5? Just have the oil derrick base.
But that being said, how much are you wanting to charge?
Given that I have to hire people to actually man this place, even on a temporary basis, because I have the physical facilities for it.
Your support staff?
My support staff are just nerds for a lab. They're not actual...
In theory, not combat trained.
Yeah, they're not trained to deal with meta prisoners.
She'd probably be willing to lend you officers from that squad you've been working on to just keep an eye on them. She just needs a building that's strong enough to hold them.
And that's fair, but then I actually have to tell people where my hideout is.
Your shit's public.
People don't know where my hideout is.
Because he bought the hideout with points, the hideout is still secret. His identity is not, but...
I guess you could leave your your automated mechs to watch them. Just have the motorcycle walking around.
Did
Like,
did Nessa have a thought? I thought I heard her for a second.
Yeah, I said just hire robots.
that's a good point. And the tech staff could easily make them.
Yeah, and then you don't have to pay them because they're robots.
And my comment was, Diamond Dogs,
Yes.
the rise of Big Boss begins. Out of heaven. Every campaign must have a big boss. It is inevitable.
Why did I have to become this though?
I guess he doesn't have ticket breakers anymore. Now he has collateral gear.
No, that would have to be a bigger one.
Oh, so we don't get that till you get your jet?
That too.
Does the collateral gear launch the jet? Like, does it have it on his back? That's the escape craft or the subcraft?
It's a fucking shag.
Yeah.
It's like, no, the jet can't actually attain enough velocity to get, to get airborne. Once it's airborne, it's fine. So we have one vehicle that gets to 300 miles an hour and then yeets the jet into the air.
By throwing it.
Okay for your airplane. But yeah, so
Fucking Shagohod.
I
can't believe that thing.
fund right now, but I will eventually want how much you're charging if you are charging, if you're even doing this.
I will do it because obviously the police department can't handle this. There's probably the only facility in the entire city that can handle meta prisoners. It is a civic duty of mine to have to be able to deal with it. Even if I don't want to become a private prison.
It is the only prison in the entire state area.
It is legitimately would be the only facility that can handle meta prisoners for now. And I have to be responsible.
That we know about. I like to point out that the Blue Man Group tried to keep me prisoner.
There's the Blue Man Group. There's the Red Man Group.
Both of those are criminal groups, though, so we can't really count on that. Would you really want to release criminals to other criminals? I didn't quite catch that, Tristan.
I said Sadaka also probably has a prison in the basement of one of his towers or something.
That's a fair point. I don't really want to know what he does with it, but he probably does have one.
Tanaka has the power of favors.
Oh, so he outsources to other people's prisons?
It's a business transaction.
Or he has a warehouse that functions as a you know how rich people be. Comic book rich people be.
The High Veterinarian's kennel count?
Considering the kind of creatures he's dealing with, sure, yeah.
I mean,
his little deployment pods are pretty strong. But yeah, okay. So it sounds like you're good. It sounds like you're good. You're good for it. Just let me know how much you're wanting to charge.
I would say I am open to negotiations. Well, we could discuss the actual numbers after it's dealt with. After this situation is dealt with, more specifically.
Okay. So catching people up.
Yeah, catching everybody up on what we just, what Nate just told me. So in theory, we might be able to get Virgo to bring us up to speed a little bit more before we turn on the computer. To that end, one, I don't know if Midnight actually showed up to the police station or not. Two, if she
No, probably not.
Okay, so she's back at the tower then, or
No. While you guys were at the police station, she probably joined up with Jolt and be like, "Hey, let's go do some shit."
in the 10 minutes we've been here?
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's not that she can't teleport away.
So I can ask if she'd be willing to help act as a polygraph, as a non-invasive polygraph, but it sounds like if she's off causing shenanigans, she's probably going to tell me no.
Oh, by the way, what Jolt is wanting to do is he is wanting to commandeer um a um a monster truck to then have it bedazzled with real jewels. So well, for kicks.
For kicks, I'm so in. She would say yes, but she needs like 15 minutes.
So they're busy knocking over the Diamond District so they can bling out his truck. Got it.
You don't even have to do that. We can go to Michael's.
I was assuming you were going for real diamonds. Yeah, if you're not, then yeah, you can just knock over a Michael's.
We're not going to waste real jewels on this. Because then she'd want to take the truck home with her. Be like, it's shiny now. Can I keep it?
I mean, to be fair, you'd also want to be able to actually use it for what it is. And you wouldn't want to risk thousands of dollars in diamonds.
Yeah, she doesn't drive. So she definitely wouldn't drive a monster truck. And in fact, she probably doesn't even know how to drive. I feel like people are like, yeah, we should teach you how to drive. And she's like, no. I either have people drive me around or I'll just get around the old-fashioned way.
Well, that's what I mean. You could still pay someone else to drive it for your entertainment. It's a monster truck after all. It requires stunt drivers.
Well, no. See, because Nessa can't, because then people will connect that back to midnight. so she can't drive it around.
I was like, yeah, Diamond kind of stands out.
Yeah, it'd be something she put on display at her secret hideout. Be like, yeah, open it so like the homeless people can like. You know what? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep it.
Oh, Joel would want to keep it though.
You do 2 trucks, one for him, one for her.
Yeah, we'll do 2.
I didn't realize that there was a monster truck rally happening in the city right now.
To let Jolt know that she has somewhere to be in 15 minutes. So we can steal the trucks and then he can go get the materials to bedazzle them and then she can be back and we can finish up.
I'm concerned that we have this unknown monster truck rally apparently in the city this week.
It's out the arena. You didn't know? Yeah.
I was thinking, the Mechanist.
Oh, sweet. We're stealing it from another bad guy. Even more glorious. We should probably definitely check it, though, for trackers.
Trackers.
I don't want to be...
Decepticon.
I don't want to be sleeping and all of a sudden some weird, crazy guy in a mech suit breaks down my door.
Now, can you imagine a guy in a mech suit who's a monster truck? So you have this guy in a mech suit driving a monster truck as their
What are you talking about? That's like the most badass thing ever.
That was literally.
Why the fuck did you steal my monster truck, you varmint? I'm gonna kill you and put you on the back of my truck and have you and run you all over the room. It's gonna be fucking off.
That was
I ship it.
Draken's cousin, hillbilly cousin, or whatever it was.
And I forgot you were in your room. You can come out now. You're not on punishment anymore.
So Titan has his own room now? Cool.
Great.
Oh.
Good boy. Yeah. I love you too. All right, go to Sissy. Yeah.
Okay. So, talking to Virgo? Is that where we're at now?
Yeah, that sounds like where we're at.
I believe she's still well though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, you gonna be
while Nate, Spider Wolf talks to Nate and Collateral figures out the foam, all start kind of talking to Virgo and being like, "Are you good? Are you gonna try to escape?" That kind of thing of, "We would like to speak to you about certain things and make sure that you're okay."
Not as much to say to you, but I have a lot to say to that guy over there, which is which while it is in the direction of collateral, is not referring to collateral.
Do you mean Warzone?
Citizen, I'm sorry, I didn't catch it uh, while he had me in captivity.
Yes, I would. Nope. No.
Is this who I'm supposed to be a lie detector for?
Check 1 2. Hello.
Well,
Yep.
we're gonna get rid of.
Okay,
Oh, sorry.
you're good. Just making. No, you're good. You're good. I was
Sorry.
like, yes, that is indeed Warzone. But that is what he is. His old. But yes, I'm sure you would like to have several words with him. But in the meantime, unfortunately, while Detective Da Vinci tries to wrangle things together, well, are you wanting to have just severe words with him, or are you wanting to speak with this?
I am going to move the Project Immortal button so I don't accidentally click it. We're gonna have a nice long conversation with him. She is not concealing the fact very well that she wants to kick the guy around a bit because she is quite angry.
You can get in line. He might not be alive for it.
We remove the webbing. I mean, she was just in captivity, and now we're putting her in captivity again. It just doesn't seem right.
Well, I mean, now that the mind control chip is removed, we can totally remove the webbing once we catch up to where Greg is, because technically he's like 2 minutes in the past.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's currently what Elise is working on, of making sure she's not punch happy.
Yeah, because the webbing's only there because she was like freaking out and lashing out at everything.
All right, now it's much more directed, and apparently he's in a queue.
In the render queue.
Where is Elias? I'm trying to find him on the screen. Oh, there it is. Well, Miss Virgo, or if that's what you wish to refer to by. Unfortunately, as my associates, as Mr. Collateral Damage said, there's quite a line to get at Warzone. However, I can help you settle for a sort of revenge and making sure he and his associates don't get what they want.
You said making sure what?
Making sure he and his associates don't get what they want, which was involving you, which involves partially you, from, or at least according to what we have found.
Necessarily want to do anything long and drawn out. I'm perfectly fine with some short-term gain.
True. Short-term gains are good, but from what I understand from your other Zodiac associates, playing nice short-term should help a more expedient release for all of you, and not have the law and other such on your tail. If need be, I can roll persuasion to start like putting ideas of, hey, I know you really want to punch this guy. I know you want to beat this guy to shit. But if you don't, it's going to make you look good. And from what I remember last session, Alias has a tentative release thing for the Zodiac as long as they play nice. Of, hey, maybe they can get off on good behavior kind of thing within a few days or something like that. They kind of imply that sort of thing.
Yeah, you would need a persuasion roll at this point because again, it's
It is something she very much wants to. I agree.
yeah.
Hmm.
She she also clearly does not think that the the law in the way that you're using it can really do much to her.
Sure.
You kind of get the sense that while she while she doesn't like initially go out of her way to quote unquote do crime things,
It doesn't really bother her.
it's more like she's like, what are they gonna do if that happens?
So I'll start using short games, the law, and people like Wolf Spider and Collateral. And I won't mind. I also have a rather also a personal interest in asking you a few questions because I tried finding you for your friends, and you seem to have vanished a couple weeks ago, as if you were never there. Wanting to figure out if that's Warzone's doing or personal reasons.
Check this. Also, unless the webs have been undone at this point, she will try to get out of them. I will need.
Yeah, no, Nessa would have removed them.
This is happening before, still, isn't it?
We're trying to get there? Okay.
Yeah. He will. Alias will at least loosen them to help persuade of like, I do want to help you. Kind of way.
If Alias is helping, I don't know if that would make a difference.
Well, if Alice is helping her, yeah, she'd get her.
She hasn't agreed to technically being a prisoner yet.
Oh, I know. Oh,
Can we not
I know.
release her?
I'm slowly trying to release her. But you have a point, but all things are risks.
That's it. Loosening, not fully releasing as a sign of good faith.
I'm still going to state that. I am all for accepting the fact that she was doing a lot of this against her will. But that's not some... Who says she isn't going to try to cause more issues?
A valid concern.
She hasn't agreed to accepting a sit down and talk and actually determining things.
I know.
I don't mind you helping me getting a little payback here, but if you want to know anything about me, which as you found is really hard to do, well, me is for me to know.
Understood. Just making sure that you're, if it was Warzone's doing, because as you said, he had you captured. But from the sound of it, your friend, your, like, Elias will visibly tilt his head. Do you want to call them friends, allies, associates?
What, the rest of the Zodiac?
Yes, they were quite worried about you.
Oh, isn't that cute? Well, you know, I may sometimes worry about them too.
Acquaintances. But yes, I will. That is my role of 28 to attempt to persuade her to let cooler heads prevail.
Doesn't really seem side of what you lateral super. Where is Wolf Spider at this? Would he still be in the conversation?
If I'm done talking with Nate, I would have been making my way around to let everybody know what he told me.
How detailed would that guy? Would you be vague or specific?
Um, it's like, hey, that guy over there, his name's Nate. The civilian who was in the Ground Zero apparently knows her. This is what he told me.
This is the second time we've met someone who knows, probably more than knows, someone who has been doing crime. I know it's not supposed to be exactly unheard of, but two within a week is kind of surprising.
Well, when you deal with a lot of a lot of people doing iffy stuff, and you start interacting with the people around those people, yeah, they're gonna know them.
I'm not a criminal. I get paid to do tasks. I would say I'm kind of like a task rabbit.
Suddenly, in like a very different New Jersey exit. Welcome to fucking Roulette Bay.
Yeah. But guess what? Technically, she still committed the crimes. Whether or not she was forced to do them or not is a different story, which could be determined in courts.
Look over my head there, Three Eyes.
Why, yes, I am. Mostly because the severe damage has been done to the building because of you and your associate. Unwilling associate.
Him?
He's your unwilling associate. And it had you forced to do things. But you were associated with his actions.
Listen, I may not be some debater To talk to you first. Well, that doesn't mean that I don't know what you're trying to do.
Well, if you would like to convince me otherwise, we would like to have a, like my friend has said, we would like to have a conversation with you. And unfortunately, you are tied to doing acts of destruction within the city. Even if it was against your will, there were going to be questions had for that.
Objection. My client's
Even if it was
innocent.
against your will, there were going to be questions. Midnight. Last I checked, you're not a lawyer.
You don't know that.
Are you going to give me legal documents that say that you have the bar, pass the bar, and you're actually a lawyer?
And give my true identity away? Never.
So my point still stands.
As almost a joke, Alias projects a hollow screen of a law diploma.
By day, Phantom Thief by night? Yeah, I'd read it.
Alias. Are you really going to? You're going to make things more difficult. It's just a conversation. It won't even be here. Since obviously the police precinct doesn't have any place to keep her held.
Oh, where are you planning on taking me? Where does I even want to go?
I don't even know yet. That's up to the police to decide.
Wait, did someone say something about Nate?
Yeah, he's right over there. He's okay. You didn't hurt him.
Nor try to pull him through rubble.
Assuming I'm caught up enough, I can say that.
At this point, yeah, because there's been like a bunch of conversation going on.
He was pretty bad.
I feel like she needs to be wept up. I'm pretty sure she's cool now.
How about this? How about I take How about I take my lawyer to the and the guy that was worried about me, and go somewhere that is not a what cell? Like looking at collateral with his very kind of military military presence, and
I was just
catch up with no face here later about this vengeance plan. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Payback, was it? Yes, payback.
Nessa will throw puppy dog eyes at the rest of them. Come on, guys. She learned her lesson. She's a good girl.
She is under the custody of the police. We can't just take her away from here.
I mean, people go missing every day. I'm just saying.
Tease me?
You know, sometimes I sneeze.
I doubt that would work on you, but I'm pretty sure they would try anyways.
Sometimes I sneeze, achoo, and my powers are just, they just randomly react. I can't control it. It's just such a shame. Really, honestly. And then she'll like lean into Virgo and be like, "Who is Nate?" You don't know.
Can you not try to discuss allowing a jailbreak to happen in front of cameras?
didn't plan anything. I just asked who was Nate. I
You just insinuated having people go missing.
no, I made a statement that people go missing, not that she was going missing. It's a general statement. Oh,
In reference to the conversation we have, it's very much implied.
BRB.
Implications. The best kind of non-specific. There's the sound of digging some of the station person or personnel is like trying to get through.
That said, if she is willing to cooperate with us in trying to stop whatever he was working on, since in theory knows stuff as a witness, I am willing to. All of us are around if she does decide to become an issue. I am willing to let her out of the webbing.
If you agree to it, then that's fine. Let's go to a conference room. It's not like we have cells.
All the cells. I'm gonna hold Virgo's hands. Like, don't worry, I'm with you. We won't crack.
I'm just going to roll my eyes at this antic.
She will. She'll give you. Good thing you have a law book.
Yep. Especially when it comes to criminal activity. That's my specialty.
I guess we can head over here to interrogation, on which is 26 according to the map.
It would be a bit before that happens if we want to go the normal way.
Oh yeah, about that. It's a blast.
Guess that means I need to roll the toughness of the
If you want.
I mean, given we're outside of combat, I'm sure the guys can eventually eat through regardless. But
Well,
if you want to have a roll off, I'm not going to stop you.
yeah, we can do rollies.
I just want to see if I even have a remote chance. The answer to that is no. I rolled it. I very much rolled a 8.
I'm just gonna teleport me and Virgo to where we need to go.
Yeah, I could climb over it. I've been doing it all day, but everybody else at once who has to walk.
It's not like we can climb on walls or walk on walls like you.
That just sounds like a skill issue.
For normal people, it is.
So tiny.
Baby midnight, do 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 do.
There we go.
You do not notice that Alias climbs on the wall for a few seconds and then hops back down.
See?
I just want to note that I'm technically dragging Warzone along while having him in restraints.
You want me to web that one up?
Yes.
On double bag coming up.
He's not leaving my grip for a while.
Okay, I'm gonna be kind of crowded in here. I'm just gonna take one of the chairs and take it up to the ceiling. Go full Riker maneuver, but upside down.
Riker. Were you involving Nate in this? Because you kind of mentioned some.
Yeah, that'll bring tell Nate to signal for Nate to come in. He can hold her hand or whatever.
Well, this room's kind of crowded. It'll kind of comment when he comes in surrounded by all of these powerful people.
This is nothing. Hello.
Yep.
Things kind of went quiet there, so I was wanting to make sure.
Okay, but yeah, as I mentioned, all you guys like in this room. Uh, Nate isn't gonna exactly quote hold her hand or anything. Um, though Virgo is definitely noting that in the room. He is rather like a lot's going on, so she's kind of eyeing people, though she's not exactly concerned. She just might be a little bit overwhelmed.
Tight space. Sorry, there's a lot of us, but it's easier this way to keep us all on the same page. Conference room might have made more sense.
Why did we not come to the conference room?
Because she hasn't quite, gotten 100% on, the trust train yet.
I promise my client won't run.
I'm not worried about her running. I'm worried about her flashing out, hurting somebody again. I know before was not her fault. She had the thingy on her neck, but
I promise
we're establishing the new ground rules now that she has the thingy off her neck.
Yeah. I promise she won't lash out and hurt anyone. And if she does, I will just give her a calming, back massage? Shoulder rub. There we go. I'll give her a calming shoulder rub. And I have been told that my shoulder rubs are very, very, very calming. I gotta catch you to relax.
That doesn't work in this situation, unfortunately.
Pretty sure it does.
No, it doesn't.
Either way, we're all in here now, so the sooner we get this over with, the sooner everybody can be in a more comfortable place. That said, we know that, he had that thing on you for some reason. I don't know if you know why he had that on you. That would be good to know. We're also concerned about the computer he was after. It seems to be used for summoning some kind of ancient space being or something that you might know something about. Given that apparently the Zodiac was involved in
containing it
away in the first place or some to that effect. I know we have more information that I'm trying to keep it kind of off so she can help me fill in gaps here, because I also know I pulled some from her head, but clearly he felt you had some use to him, or else he wouldn't have put the mind control thing on you when he just hired the rest of your friends.
And that's the main concern here, whether or not the end goal was actually contained or not.
Saw anything under the influence? I don't know if you remember anything you did, or whatnot, that you saw anything or anything that might be helpful.
So I'd like to know if I have to prepare to fight another kaiju-like being in the city again. The first time wasn't fun. Well, it wasn't for me. You look like you had fun with Spider.
Fun until I got hit.
Relatively fun.
I don't know what a tank feels like, but I feel like getting it. I feel like that was probably the equivalent of getting hit by a tank.
I mean, I could arrange that if you want. That way you can have a comparison.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Just because I do take the hits doesn't mean I enjoy it.
That's what she said?
I can relate to that.
Relate to a lot of stuff, but hopefully you can relate to us. I mean, Nate here seems to think you're at least used to be on the level, so I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt here.
And I will begrudgingly do it because Wolf Spider vouches for second chances, and I'm supposed to be nicer to everyone except him. He's pointing up at the ceiling where someone is.
As most of the stuff you've done, that we're aware of, at least, you were clearly not acting of your own volition. So you're a victim, and we're trying to help. We try to help victims, so help us help you.
So that guy, since unconscious Warzone, I believe, is still in the room because Rolls grabbed
Raccoon in the
him.
corner there, yeah.
Yeah. Um. He wanted. He wanted to. Wanted and did. Um. Make me a weapon to. To carry out a bit of. A bit of payback to that. To that group that got beat down. It's like really kind of like narrowing her. Um, as ultimately what he was wanting me to do was to find some um some computer so he could ultimately figure out hmm, if it, figure out how in his mind to make me an um even more powerful thing of control.
To clarify, you mean he was trying to imply the computer would would power you up, or the thing the computer would find?
The computer would find something that he seems to believe um would have refined me for his like in some kind of wrecking ball. You can just point in a direction.
So by that logic, by taking the device off you, catching him, and capturing the computer, we've foiled the plan and no more threat.
Unless he also had Leo with you.
Unless you also had what?
Did Warzone also have Leo? From what I saw, he disappeared some days ago.
Are you asking the GM or are you asking?
Asking Virgo. Yeah, asking Virgo. Making it very matter of factly of like, oh, well,
Is a valid question.
from what my research shows, he disappeared some 6 months ago from Serenity Cove. That was his last reported sighting. Wanted to see if he was also captured by Warzone. Or one of his Orb associates. Or do we know he's associated with Orb? Out of character? I can't remember.
He was receiving supplies from Orb, and that Orb
Okay.
helped actualize the
Okay. So he will say either Warzone or his Orb.
After all, he is working with a hidden criminal cabal of evil bastards. By the way, I just want to say this. I put hidden in quotes, like finger quotes. Just for added effect, since he's clearly not hidden. We clearly know that they're working with him.
um yeah, huh? Well, was on a list for me to actually find uh once I filled whatever his ultimate plan was with I that the I believe some people Red may have.
Okay, so the Reds have Leo. Good to know. Minute since we've seen them.
They were also marketably nicer than the guys in blue. aliens didn't try to stab us in the back, or try to bomb a building that we were in.
So, he did seem to think that I was key to his next step beyond just empowering me. As if I'm something as if I'm something special. Odd, yeah, but not really special.
Unless that's just a costume, you're a half alligator lady. I feel like that's pretty special.
And you're a fighter.
Yeah, and people seem to think I'm pretty special, or at least unique.
People don't tend to interact with me very well.
Seems to like you. He seems to like you.
I
And I
respect
don't
you.
like everyone.
Midnight here does have a point. She does not like very many people.
Deception check.
It's not a deception, it's true. Especially if they know how to fight and use weapons. She's like, those people are dangerous.
Me kind of seeing limited limited progress. Wilson. I know this is crazy. I find it a bit. I find it a bit crazy myself. But I know you really haven't been around Roulette Bay in a bit, but these guys, as okay, well, I don't know much about him. Gesturing towards but collateral, but the rest of the people here really aren't that bad. Um, she referring to midnight. Because as I recall, your picture doesn't make you androgynous or anything.
Not androgynous.
Definitely not. Are my boobies making you uncomfortable? I've been told that a lot. Mostly by, men over the age of 20, but, I feel like that maybe that's just because they haven't come to grips with their sexuality.
No, it's more the fact that your age seems to be on the younger side and they're too afraid of the ramifications of being associated with that due to their extreme age.
Say we're in a police department. Do I need to get someone?
I am
No.
that someone.
But yeah. Anyway, yeah. She likes to have crazy fun, from what I've heard. Will Spider's rather cordial. This is what his app says.
Hmm.
And people seem to agree.
I'm just the boogeyman of organized crime and occasionally help these people. because it's the right thing to do.
Oh, and a pork nose. Yes.
She'll kind of look at. So, the rest of these people are more cool, is what you're saying. It's maybe tall, dark, and gunny over here.
I'll accept that as a compliment.
For those, well, for those looking like you're not looking at, Virgo does seem to become a bit more comfortable around midnight. Though that could also be because she she's acting as her lawyer.
And he seems to, and is appealing to easily. Hey, why don't we just fuck off? And the consequences, yay!
Yay!
Well, Nate, I do owe you for grabbing you, and I don't think I threw you around. Uh, Nate'll make a dismissive. Well, I mean,
you only
you're really kind of well, not on your game.
you grabbed him in a bear hug and tried to drag him through rubble through a hole in the ceiling.
Again, she was not in her right faculties. That can't be held against her in the court of law.
I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying that's what she did.
That's a good question, though. Why were you trying to take Nate?
That's a bit of an odd one, given that you were ordered to presumably escape.
Nessa then will reach over and pat her, rub her on her thighs. Like, you don't have to answer that.
I feel like it might be relevant to figure out what's going on, so you probably should.
Also, it's not like we're the cops trying to put her on trial here. I'm just saying she can't leave at this moment.
I didn't say she was leaving.
No, I was just clarifying. That's what I said. She just can't leave. I didn't say she can't. You are trying to portray me as the bad guy here. I wasn't trying to say that she can't just have a normal conversation. We're trying to question her for information. Like we're trying to put her on trial or anything. That's not my job. And nor am I going to do that for them.
Well, my lawyer seems to think I don't have to answer all of these questions.
You can answer them if you want to, though.
Indeed. However, to kind of help you give more perspective to this, and also lead more towards not being police, but you can say that we're sort of being more detectives at this moment. We have a puzzle about this thing that Warzone wants. And also, why you're mine. The fact that you seem to is possibly instinctual to grab Nate, whether So some part of you might have, your subconscious may have recognized it or not. That's more or less what I'm trying to figure out. If that makes you more willing to answer.
Nessa will let her know that because it is of a personal matter, she does not have to answer it, but it's her choice. And she will let everybody else know that because of the matter that is attached to it, that you guys should respect her privacy.
If it's personal and has nothing to do with the whole existential threat we are trying to prevent, / whatever war zone was plotting, I am cool with letting it rest. I'm just trying to make sure that he is not somehow connected, that we need to worry about making sure he's protected.
Agreed.
That.
If he's not actually connected or in danger, I'm willing to drop it. I'm just making sure that we don't have to worry about it.
Agreed.
We're good.
To kind of reinforce this, we've had to help try to protect about 4 or 5 different people, even tangentially related to this.
It's cool.
Maybe I just liked his hair or something.
That's all it is. That's between the two of you. Just, one of his friends got caught up with the mob and didn't tell us till it was too late, and then there were wizards involved, and it was a whole thing. We just try and nip one.
But
It really was a whole thing.
What happened while I was gone?
Yeah, that was his friend.
But Warzone didn't exactly tell me what the name of what it was that he was looking for. You guys seem to have been looking into this a lot. I would at least want to know what he thought I was, both the to and the recipient of.
Insert gibberish name here.
What, the Zodolic?
Yeah, the Zodolic. Apparently the Zodiac, or at least the previous group calling themselves the Zodiac, seem directly connected to. Along with, something called a totem bearer, specifically the bear totem.
Bears, my god.
That rings a bell for you either, but
It might.
There's your Gipper.
Given that people, is anyone trying to actually read her while you guys are talking to her?
This is still
Technically, I'm reading her, mentally, but
you're never not reading someone. You can't turn it off.
Yeah,
I can't help
you can't turn that off.
I know your deeper probe you can turn off. I don't know if you're doing that, but I know your passive one you can't turn off.
Yeah, I'm definitely deeping probe, and not like deeping probe like I'm digging for information, but I'm definitely in there.
Yeah, you're surface the surface. Non-invasive.
Nessa, though, will verbally state that it will take the power of the heavens and the moon to get her to go inside Warzone's head. Because it ain't happening.
I could go in there.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of curious why there's such an issue with it, but understandable.
He's a kind of messed up in the head individual, clearly. She doesn't want to deal with it.
I really don't. Also, OOC, she takes on certain traits.
Yeah, let's not have you turn into Warzone 2.0.
Not that extreme. Not that extreme.
Still, statement stands. Let's avoid that scenario if at all possible.
I don't know if we're just not asking the right questions or if she doesn't know anything.
So is it because I'm kind of answering some side questions as well as some pausing?
Oh no, that's fine. I'm looking at how to come at things from another angle if that doesn't work.
Okay. Yeah. For those who are looking at her, you can make me a either an investigation. It would be yeah. It would be a investigation because I think that also covers things like body language.
Would the deduce and deduction and intuition apply here, or just the normal?
In this case, it would just be
Yep, there we go.
Make it sound like that's not good.
Bad luck.
Oh no.
Got distracted.
probably the
I'm curious what you got distracted by at this point then.
People can roll too. It doesn't have to be just me.
I would say yeah. With that 9, she just seems to be
I don't need to roll.
kind of.
Well, yeah, you're already up in there.
Oh my god. Nessa hugs her. She needs a hug. She hugs her.
Um, her her immediate uh, her immediate reaction is the kind of try to try to have you latch from her. Given your connection, can tell it is more of a um defense defense mechanism um to kind of keep her emotional walls up.
Because it's only fair.
Yeah, was anyone else wanting to wanting to make a roll other than Wolf Spider? And well, again, Nessa doesn't really need to make rolls given the current context of things.
You know what? I'll give it a roll. You said investigation?
Yeah, investigation.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, because I know I can't make that roll. I am still under the effects of 0D perception. So I don't know how long that lasts, but I'm pretty sure it's longer than whatever
1 second.
it's currently been.
What the fuck?
One second, recalculating.
There we go.
Streak of 6? No, 3 streaks of 6?
You are still, ultra low perception there. You'll probably need some sort of medical checkup to find out durations and things like that. I can tell you it hasn't ended yet.
That's all I need to know. I am still blind as a bat.
Okay, Alias. Unlike the distracted wolf spider. You will realize that mentioning Zodolic, you're noticing like micro expressions and expressive shifts in her body that would imply to you that something just occurred to her that had was both revelatory and emotional, though she clearly isn't like exhibiting a kind of outward emotion at the moment, but it is something highly emotional resonant to her, and as if she had realized something along with that. And that was about the time that Midnight was like,
Well,
"Hugs, though."
yeah, and I imagine it was the med. Oh, sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
I imagine it was the mentioning of the Zodlock.
Yeah, it corresponded with mentioning of the dollar.
I don't need to roll a million investigation to go. I need to realize I said Zodolic. Midnight went "aw" and hugged, so clearly there's a reaction.
Yeah. You don't need to roll for that. You know Nessa, so.
Yeah. So I take it that name means something to you then.
I'm gonna ask that you hold your questioning and give my client time to recollect her thoughts.
It don't take too long. I don't know if we're under clock or not, but take a minute, chew it over with Twix.
Chew it over with Twix.
The left one or the right one?
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't care.
Hmm.
Best thing comes in pairs.
Sorry.
If
Do you guys give any indication that you've noticed anything in particular, or I know Nessa just recommended giving her time to collect thoughts. If you are allowing time for the thought collection, after a
You know what? Alias, after seeing the signs, will disappear from out of the room and come back with a cup of water.
she'll take the water. Huh, thanks. I guess. Um. Yeah, the Zodolic, huh?
That seems to be what he's after, yeah.
Well,
Or at least that was, nearest we could, figure. Again, if you know more or heard more, now would be, this is what we're trying to find out. We're barking up the wrong tree.
Nate's voucher for most of you, so yes, I can be a bit more cooperative. Um, she does pause for a moment, taking a sip of water. When I say sip, I mean a gulp. Well, I don't know much of anything about this other zodiac group that you're talking about, but I found in a through a storybook once um where it might actually be, and more importantly, that none of you would be able to or to find it. So you might need might need that, which I could be convinced to give. But more interestingly, from what I'm remembering from that story anyway. Excuse me. Is that the Dalek thing is essentially meant to be in case the world needs saving. I don't know if you can tell or not. I am not exactly some kind of world saving type.
That could
It's okay. You
change.
still
People
drop dead
change.
gorgeous.
What was that, Nessa?
Who said don't worry about it? You're still drop dead gorgeous.
Can't say I've had heroes hit on me before.
I mean, I'm not a hero, but okay. I've been called worse things.
Um, Curious. That's what you want. Which I get mystery, but anyway, I'm I'm not looking to fulfill what that guy over there wanted. Even excuse me. If it means that either either way, whether it's him wanting to do it or me helping you, the end would be excuse me, the end would be the same. So I am not really wanting something like that to fall into other people's hands.
And we're not after it. We're just trying to prevent other people who seem to be going after it from getting to it. So, at least out of character for a moment, I believe that's what we've been trying to do up to this point is prevent other people from getting to it. Yes. There's been a lot
Yeah.
of here.
Pretty much. It's to keep it out of, or assumably, orbs and other people's hands.
That's it.
Most importantly, orb seems to be the,
We're trying to keep it out of play.
Do you guys have a piece of paper?
I got my notepads.
mysteriously. Yep.
So with the um, she'll begin in kind of sketching. Sketching is a little bit um sketching better than she thought she could, I guess. um, this is some stuff from from that storybook concerning the Zadalic. Some of that doesn't mean that stuff doesn't mean much to me, but given you've mentioned other people are trying to find it, it may mean more to you. Um, Sketchings are of a couple different um, figurines, um, symbols, some kind of people sketches. One looks like similar to the red group and people sketches. Um, the other is something that um, you um, as a sketch of a sketch of a totem, um, not one of the not one of the bear, but one of the skeleton. Um, the other sketches seem to be the other sketches on the paper seem to be a bit disjointed, but it could make me scholar roll, please.
Oh, here we go again. Um, check, 1, 2, hello.
Still here. Yep. He's typing. Yep,
Marco
there you go.
Polo.
Yep. I just dropped for a second, sorry. But you said scholar, yes?
Holy crap!
43.
Oh,
Yeah, as I said before, I broke. Here we go again with another roll.
yeah. Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You the sketches that are kind of disjointed. You will recognize once your mind puts the different partial kind of separate sketches to it looks like kind of just disparate lines and stuff um together into something which you um excuse me, which you recognize. um it What you're recognizing um is that the disparate sketches combine into a code that the cipher group beyond just speaking and utilizing Bola. Um, it is a code um referring to a energy project that would be um was something that actually could not have been done done prior, but um given that given that the Dalek has been referred to as a celestial engine, and I believe it was uh, not necessarily a god killer, but some sort of safeguard,
Yeah.
against deific being. Um, the um, the project codenamed Darius would be viable with of knowledge.
Wait, what would? Wait, oh, so something called the Imperius would be able to be used with Zodolic.
Yeah, provided the cipher group um could harness the
Okay, so there are other people after it beyond Lipstick here. So
Yeah, alias. No, as Virgo said, no face, doesn't have eyebrows. But when he starts seeing like the Bolak stuff, he starts tilting his head in like a weird direction, like And after she finishes and a couple seconds pass, he will say, God fucking damn it.
Was that through comms or just open?
No, openly, like, kind of a curse. I'm like, God fucking damn it.
I'm guessing that means something to you?
Points to like the combined stuff. This comes out to Allah, to code word of a certain blue and red group, and Bolak talking about a project of theirs that could be used to power, that could be powered by Zodwak. He will pointedly look at Virgo. I won't ask how you got this children's picture book. You are dealing with a lot of information at once. Maybe one day we can pass notes if you're amicable to it, because this is very specific. But I said that is for another day. Today we must stop. We must stop to make sure that no other group gets the Zodlak or whatever it is.
Still die. Well, as over the head, as over my head, as all this is, I at least know that I certainly don't want to fall into anyone else either. Given apparently it's to many people, and if I just keep it to myself, it means more people will be coming after me anyway. Which I don't want that much. So, if I am willing to help you here, is is guns over here. I'm not going to press the law against me. I wouldn't want to overwhelm my lawyer.
Well, again, at the moment you are nothing but a victim, and you are definitely cooperating, so I don't see why there'd be a problem. Unless, you've got one collateral?
No, I don't. I don't have a problem with that whatsoever.
All right. So, again, as long as you're willing to play ball, there's no problem. Sounds like Midnight has claimed responsibility for you as your legal representation. So,
Hold on, time out. Yeah, like
being a lawyer.
in
Yeah,
here,
this kind of
here. Once we're outside, that's totally different.
Or we have she knows right where the Zodalic is and we can go right now. It's going to take us a little while to finish piecing together the information we have to figure out where we need to go. So, what I was about to say is, since you have claimed responsibility for her, can you keep an eye on her?
After all, she's your responsibility now.
Nessa looks down at her watch. Is like, I can make sure I can easily get in contact with her.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure she doesn't want me hovering and following her around all the time.
Well, I mean, if you can't keep an eye on her, then one of us will have to do it. The point is, if there are other parties still actively pursuing that are aware of what was going on, she's still at risk.
How about this? Currently, everything is happening at my place. She can go there and wait as a guest, along with her companions, who may or may not be guests. Apparently, the police are asking me to deal with their meta-related issues of holding people. And everyone can go there, where we all need to meet anyways.
I'm not going there.
Well, the Watchtower is taking care of the quantum computer shenanigans. So you don't have to go there. You don't want to. But technically speaking, as I have to at least be responsible for them, the only place where I can be responsible for them and not have them with us the entire time.
Wait, you said them, so is it more than her that I'm taking?
Oh, no. The other three are going with collateral to, these other guys are going with collateral because they're holding facilities for them until the proper authorities can figure out how to hold them. That's not the drunk tank. You're the only one
So those
to be responsible for is Virgo.
so those guys weren't mind controlled.
No. The 4 army guys and this guy were the ones doing the mind controlling, and then her friends that are over in the holding cell, they did it for money.
And emotional blackmail regarding their friends,
which I'm sure will be considered as as circumstances, because I believe they factor that in. But yeah, she was the only one who was directly mind controlled.
What do you mean? Oh, over here. Bitch.
And I'm basically giving an olive branch of saying she can be a guest at my facility where her friends are going to have to stay at for the meantime anyways. So she at least has someone that she can talk to. Not be in a cell. Like I said, not being in a cell, but being at the facility where we're going to be doing things until we go to the Watchtower when the rest of things happen.
Well, we'll let you know what we decide. We're going to go grab food.
All right. Well, just let somebody know before you part ways. Again, we're trying to keep somebody with her for the moment.
Of course.
All right. So, unless anybody else has any other questions, it sounds like it's back to what we were doing before all this went down.
I mean, back to what we were doing before was waiting for a mad scientist to remake his life's work.
Well, yes, but now that Alias is actually up and running again, maybe he can help speed things along.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna go talk to Da Vinci and put the remainder of the Zodiac in a marginally better facility.
Right, and I will go pick up the professor's assistant so that she can help us parse through whatever we might find at the Zodalic ruins. Rio.
Who are you trying to steal with her?
Virgo will be grabbing Nick.
No.
We can't stop it. It's instant.
Yeah, it happened. Nessa yawned and it was like poof, they were gone.
And this is why, Wolf Spider, I don't want her near people who are questionably in legal trouble.
Well, again,
hey,
in theory, we know Virgo is not. So
that's why I said questionably.
I will unpack that in a few minutes.
She literally just stole a random person.
Yeah,
I didn't steal a random.
We have many. Don't worry, we have many things to process through. I within the past 2 days alone, I have more questions than I do answers. But I don't have time to process that. We need to stop a possibly celestial engine thing of proportions. Now, by the way, while I go to the watchtower to help the good doctor, I believe I left it at collaterals. Could you please bring the celestial spear and sword that we used during the vampire incident? I have a sneaking suspicion.
Sure, I'll go collect that from my proverbial armory. That apparently I became responsible for celestial objects. I didn't realize that happened.
Well, it's just that after the adventure, they kind of vanished, and for some odd reason, I can figure that in the at least the time being, the only armory per se was and especially who would need an edge is collateral. So, just thinking out loud, more or less.
Works for me.
And also to bring them back into the forefront, because hey, I remembered those were things today. I'm like, wonder what happened to those.
Works for me.
Yeah. So, at least you're getting back to the watchtower.
I'm going to collect Rebecca May and go towards the watchtower. Also popping a text over to Nessa, basically like, do I need to be worried? What the hell? You just,
I mean,
what's up?
oh, look, kiss, don't tell. That's all Nessa says. XOXO kissy face.
Okay, as long as that's all it is, we're cool.
Although we should probably put a mask on him for what we're going to do after dinner. You're going to stop by Michael's again.
I'm glad I'm not privy to this conversation.
Oh, David.
Yeah.
Who was the guy we stole the monster trucks from?
Machinist?
Yeah, it was the mechanist.
Machinist.
I'm gonna make it a habit to drive by with his monster truck, all bedazzled. That's my life mission now.
Wait, does that mean someone's gonna have to teach you how to drive?
Oh, you know what? I guess that's what I have High Noon for. He can take care of that.
Yeah.
I turn it into a remote car, so I don't have to drive it. He can just drive it with joysticks.
I mean, I would point out that while you have no ranks in it, you do have 60 of coordination, so you are a pretty good driver, despite never having taken the test.
Oh, well, then hell yeah, we're gonna try it.
That was what
If he has like flowers in his yard, I do want to run over his flowers.
okay.
And be like, come.
That's mean. They're just flowers.
Hey. I gotta make sure all villains know the hierarchy of things. Nessa on the top, everybody on the bottom.
But flowers.
If they're in his yard, he must love them. So she must make sure he knows what happened.
Yeah, we were taking May because that's where we were waiting for.
Okay.
And she was in theory going to help us parse through the information we had while we were waiting. Because we had notes with weird ancient shit all over them.
Yeah.
I figured, she could make use of the time there while we're making use of the time doing the repair, and apparently Midnight's making use of the time glam rocking.
The
Bedazzling.
mechanism. Yeah.
And
she takes pictures and posts them. Yeah. She takes pictures, like we take group pictures with these trucks, and she posts them on her Instagram account. Not on Nessa's Instagram account, but on Midnight's Instagram account.
Of course.
Of course.
Collateral. Are you going back to the Watchtower as well?
Now, apparently I have to take all of Warzone's crew to my secret base, plus Cody, the Zodiac. And, put them in prison cells.
Yep.
And arrange for, not allowing them to escape somehow in short notice.
Okay. We'll be getting that stuff set up. As for the stuff at the Watchtower. Dr. Kepler, which Vanessa's not there. Vanessa would recognize. Is finishing up work on the
Oh, God.
Okay, the response to that is what? And it's
I kept it PG. I don't know where she took it.
Well, she clearly went somewhere else with it.
I've done my due diligence. Everybody gets one.
Except Nessa. Nessa's not a college student.
No. Technically, she's not a student of anything.
She just hangs out around the campus a lot.
Yes.
It's almost kind of suspicious.
I mean, it's
Bees.
documented that her air quote dad works there, so it's not that suspicious.
Also, she wants pictures of this
Yeah, that's true.
real girlfriend.
Can we not
just speed? It might have to do a little cropping, but that's what Wolf Spider's doing in the corner of the watchtowers. Using his phone to do a quick photo edit to crop out the lizard parts.
Are you? No, what you could have done is just done the one where she just bear hugs her and drags him away, and just Photoshop it. No, I'm saying then Photoshop it. Ow.
Like I probably take the thing from the interrogation room. It's like crop headshot of the two of them together. Boom, there, proof of life.
Okay.
They film entire freaking movies on the phone. I think I can do a simple crop.
You can, yeah. Anyway,
he wants to make it harder.
The does get complete by yes
Da-da-da.
Second, let me.
Undeletable.
Kind of weird. Um. um. Anyway, so going on my screen, it's just the original size. Oh no! Holy shit. Um. Anyway, so he's like when at least by the time you get there, he's done with the machine. But okay, good then. By way of noting when you arrive. Well, incredibly complex calibrations and repair have been completed. Welcome.
Thank you.
I hope that
God, what else?
Rebecca May, Professor Barris's assistant. AKA our archaeology expert. Or what we have that passes for one.
the Rickamay is finding being side of a like looking over the ledge and stuff. Um, Kepler will note. Oh, so you're inviting students now.
Best archaeologist we could find on just short notice.
Oh, quickly use it for whatever you need it for. So I may have it have it where
Right. Alias, I believe you're up. Gotta get that information out of the computer. Where is this? The thing is.
Time to grow. But that's the thing. I must plug in directly, obviously. I'm kidding.
hey, knowing you might be able to plug in quickly.
I'm a little scared of doing that, though. Because
Rickamay will stop being enamored after a few minutes. Like a bit huffy being just called student, but we'll go information. Sorry, what was that, Alice?
It's okay. We know you're badass.
Nice. Ready to start doing computer things.
Okay.
Computer/occult things.
Oh god, it's an occult computer. Run!
Feel free to roll use tech. Utilize this computer system. Clearly utilizing the Parachronic OS.
Wait, did we remember to connect it to the Wi-Fi? No. What kind of Wi-Fi reception you get inside of a clock tower?
Given all that metal.
I can say I'm somewhat happy and convenient that I moved myself to my hideout to make a temporary holding cell work.
The system will compile answers to your query using
Oh, he dropped. If you want to keep going or not, but he dropped.
I can using both local and local context and non-localized associative context to derive some answers along with some surrounding information. Yeah. These Zodolics as a high probability station around a current okay. I will repeat then. The computer using localized context and non-localized context will derive an answer to your question, your query. The high probability location of the Zodolic is concentrated around a active investigation group on the northeastern um, part of Bay as the Zodolic is actually I was going to say it's underneath the city. More precisely, the city has been built on top of it.
Again?
I was about to say again. Also, I hate that I keep
because we got the aliens at the very bottom. Now we got the Zodolic, and then we got the Singe.
Or maybe the Zodolic is underneath the UFO.
I realize it's a bit contrived, but what are comics if not contrived when it's around the city?
I was about to say, it could at least be in maybe Serenity.
Hey, Hey, it's Roulette Bay. Who knows where? Who knows which slot? Which slot will have stuff in it?
God damn it.
We haven't even discovered the actual city under the city yet.
Ha ha!
The which Undercity?
That too.
I was wondering if I'd be pushing it a bit much.
We're doing Silver Age, man. You're not pushing shit. It's just kind of funny.
Well, yeah, because of that. Yeah.
What was there more?
No, because I also realized, oh wait, shit. The vampire was here in a previous state. That means there were other shit there. What the fuck?
Roulette Bay is like an onion. It has layers.
Yes.
I'm tired of these motherfucking lies.
The non-localized context is that the red cipher group is in the area.
Okay, so we have to fight the reds this time instead of the blues.
Hey, now we might be able to talk to them and just tell them not to do it.
I mean, we can try diplomacy.
No.
I just don't expect it to work.
Yeah, given what slow pieces I've started to gather, who knows? They might already know.
They're not a part of ICANN, at least.
No, they're part of Cypher
No, but they're
organization.
Yeah, they're a schism group of Cypher because they couldn't agree on something, and I'm sure we'll find out one day.
Organization, they just split because they couldn't agree.
They couldn't agree on something. We don't know what it is.
That's a fair point.
Or it's purple when the reconciliation happens.
I think that would be the reconciliation.
I'll let you know when I have another memory of it.
Cool. So we in theory know where we're going. Do you want to wait here, Doc, or do we need to pack this up?
It would be really helpful for me to take the.
Well, I understand. We agreed you could take the machine with you. Do you mind waiting till we deal with this before we take the machine with you, or do you need to go now? You're free to chill here with the machine. You know.
For a moment, it looks like willing to wait, but then kind of jackknifes into I should probably take it now.
Okay, if you need to take it now, it's gonna take me a minute to bag it up, and then we can swing you out of here. If you're willing to wait for us to get a truck in here, that'll obviously take longer. I don't know how safe this thing is to move. That's part of why I was asking, because we do have a little bit of a clock.
I suppose I could wait for you to pack it up. That being said, is there anything else that you want to use the computer system for concerning well, in general, but more so concerning the current thing? And I just kind of gave a basics of like it locating it and having the context of.
Does it know what it is?
How is it being phrased as what is the Zodolic?
Like, what is the Zodolic? Can you classify the Zodolic? Can you describe the Zodolic so we know what we're looking for? Do we know what kind of defenses the Zodolic has? Between, like booby traps and shit? Like, what are we getting into?
What are the Zodolic? I mean, we can even go into the W's of what is the Zodolic, what are the Zodolic, when are the Zodolic.
I'll do you one better. Who is Zazalic?
I'll see you who, and I'll raise you. How is the Zodolic? How is it feeling?
Okay.
You know what? I have a feeling it's going to be relevant.
Okay. Those are many questions. Which one would you like? Which one do you like potentially answered first?
If there are any security around it, it's probably a good idea because it's like good things hypothetically, or near modern things. I don't know. It's weird shadow shit. It's weird shadow history.
Start with ancient traps, work our way up.
Okay. Feel free to make another use tech roll. Rebecca May doing her own research.
While they're doing that, shoot a text over to collateral since we're dealing with that. It's like, hey, when you come back in via the subsystem, the train system, can you have your guys bring a U-Haul or something that the doc wants us to move the thing out of here as soon as we're done. And since we're trying to maintain secrecy, obviously we have to do it through the underground. Unless Nessa's willing to bamf it, I'll also text Nessa see if she's willing to teleport the doctor in his computer secretly.
Yeah.
I can't think of a way to explain why there'd be a semi truck in the tunnels, leaving the tunnels to the city streets wherever he's trying to go.
How big is this thing?
We teleported it already.
I imagine.
It's what we teleported with out of the blue base.
Yeah, but I've been scarred. Recently past teleport has kind of scarred me and shaken my confidence
It is
a little
the
bit.
same device that you and Alias teleported out of the base with.
Oh, okay. The one that I was.
And it'd be the doctor and his device, so it'd be literally the exact same as that last teleport.
Okay.
Except for probably not as far like last time.
Oh yeah.
No, I didn't go that far anyway. I just went right outside where we entered, and then we just left that way.
Okay, cool. So yeah, if you're willing to do.
Well, I was referring to how you got so injured via teleportation. Because it was distance that did it, not mass, right?
I am glad that I'm not the
No.
one that can suffer telefrag.
Yeah.
Not that she would tell anybody, but it was the fact that she had too many.
I'd say distance doesn't hurt you. Distance just tells you fuck off. It's weight that that.
Yeah.
Oh, and because you haven't told us how it hurt you, it'd be. You know that last jump you did? It's the same jump again.
Yeah. So, assuming the help us with that, then we're covered.
Well, I can. Go ahead.
That's what Nessa wants in a change. She wants a stolen pack of gum.
I'm sure we can arrange that.
Does it have to be
If it's bought legally, it has to be stolen.
Yeah, it has to be stolen.
Why does it have to be stolen?
It doesn't taste the same when you buy it.
Okay.
It tastes like justice.
Kepler will be waiting in just very still, just kind of waiting for things to transpire.
We're finishing with the machine. I've arranged for transport. You're just give it a few minutes to get here. Like Alias rolled a 36.
Okay. First for recommended stuff. Since she was delving into it from a mythological standpoint. She is able to piece together, again, parsing the mythological into something a bit more factual. Is that the Zodolic from the angle she's coming at it with, she is able to determine that because there was a question of whether it was actually mystical or not. She is able to determine essentially that it is using methods from lost knowledge, i.e., it is technology, but the technology was really lost through things like book burnings and things of that nature. So she's unable to determine, exactly how it's crafted, but given the era, it would likely have a kind of mystical outlook to it, despite the fact that, again, it's using bird book technology. So it's like I can't tell you how it was made. I could just tell you that it was made using the effectively kind of like the I was about to say Babel, but I do believe there was a giant library.
The Library of Alexandria?
Yeah.
Also known as the library?
The Great Library. Let's make it be more specific there.
And with that in mind, she does believe that she could spot telltale signs of traps utilizing these kind of side tech path methodology.
Okay.
As the computer is concerned, was it what is the Zodolic was the question being posed to it?
No, he was asking about security and traps.
Oh, security and traps. Okay. Yes.
I asked what is it, but he asked for security and traps first.
Okay, security and traps. In terms of security, according to what the computer can extrapolate from the kind of esoteric things that it uses to get information, is that part of the security itself now versus then includes submersion into water, as the high probability path to get to it requires submersion through a section before due to water tension and pockets and stuff like that, getting to a dry area.
Okay, bring the swimsuits. Apparently we're getting wet.
Joke's on you. I'm always wet.
Damn it, are you throwing us at Atlantis?
I am just going to sigh heavily.
Ramon, the sub-Aquarian.
Sub-Aquarian. The quote unquote internal defenses include vibratory / sonic sonic defenses meant to kind of discombobulate and dissuade people from getting. There is also with the computer is defining as a totem defense, but it's not giving much context as to what that.
Oh, if it wasn't underground and underwater, I'd say the Falcon, but that would be the Magikarp, I guess.
But wait, it's underground and underwater?
Oh, they said we had.
It just means it's underground.
The high probability entrance, meaning the entryway which the computer is calculating will be the most probable that will be used, involves submerging yourself into water until you get to a point. So there's a pocket of water that is allegedly being held in place by a combination of water tension and air pressure.
Okay. Water's acting kind of like a gate, then, I guess.
Yeah. Now.
Okay. And for the next two, or like
Or anything else?
none. Never mind.
Um. That works. That's not a. The only other defense being brought up is simply stated as light.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Do you have another question for it?
I have two if people are fine with it. Following on Chris's what is it? And then also after that, how to activate it, if need be, or how it is activated to possibly stop it. Disagreements, things to work on.
What is it? A interesting. I need to figure out how to phrase this.
Stumped by a super basic question.
Okay.
Well, and it is trying to simplify a lot of stuff. It's like,
The Zodolic it is a is meant to be a defense against cataclysmic events, which in this case the computer um um is defining as existential threats.
don't like that. Still don't like that someone A, felt the need to make that, and B, that they were able to make something like that. No, sir. I don't like it. And I've dropped.
Okay.
Nope, lost him again.
That's for who in the Avengers.
Discord truly hates me today, apparently.
Oh, cool. He's turned for the Avengers. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why. Discord truly hates me, apparently, today.
um, and under the idea of existential threats is uh the return of that which is unknown. Keep in mind the computer system can also give non-linear results.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I figured. And unfortunately, the call did not project this, but I said, I don't like this for multiple reasons. Of A, I don't like that someone felt the need to make this, and B, that someone had the capability to make this in the first place. I don't like either of these implications, but here we are.
How to activate. The Zodolic is activated through the through the of a the through the Zodolic is activated of a being tied to uh, uh Guardians of the Zodiac.
Hence his need of Virgo, who's in theory one of the true connections versus tack-ons.
Hmm.
Whenever the computer is presenting the word Zodolic to you, it is being imaged with remember like the like back in the 80s where you'd have like the word kind of like in in um in a multicolor kind of like echoing like behind it a bit.
Essentially, like special highlight font thing.
Yeah. Okay. Some other um spirit.
Spirit,
Spirit.
and it clarify that.
Um spirit that that um cannot break from him.
Okay. That might refer to a totem based on what we know of the origin of this thing, but vague cryptic D&D shit.
There's some big cryptic D&D shit. Any other questions you have?
I'm good.
Not that I could personally think of.
Any?
I don't have any.
This thing is going to be packed up. So, any other utilizations you want to try to use it for? Oh, to answer your question of a bit more seriously, of if it of clarifying the thing, it it will note that um that is local to that is well, like in other words, um it is information that you'll be able to find when you get.
Okay.
But yeah, any general questions you guys have for it? With the
Is this the computer that I stole from the base?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's fully repaired glory.
Oh wait, no, it's not the computer I'm thinking of. Never mind.
you think of the hard drive?
Yeah, yeah,
You guys still have the copy of the hard drive, and
yeah. We have the actual hard drive, and I have a copy of it on my phone.
you guys have a really large hard drive on that phone. Okay.
Stunned by comic.
Else has any general
How are you for stealing military secrets for a criminal organization?
anybody guys have any general questions?
What is the answer to life?
The answer of what?
What is the answer to life?
42.
Would it worth be asking what it had been used for, or like I know defense from now, that's effectively it's giving kind of vague answers.
Well, I mean, it to a degree it can be more specific. It depends on what you're going to ask it.
You know, on how I say, and plus the quantum computer and all this other stuff. I'm like, I wish I could have more access to it, but it is what it is. And
it can be
yeah, I can't think of much.
how would you figure out like the finesse in using it?
And yeah, I think I'm good. I need not know anything else about this, I think.
Um, if that is it,
He's got a Get Nessa to move the device, rally the troops, and head out.
Oh, Alias.
Yes.
Can I leave something at your place until we get back?
What are you leaving?
I'm gonna show him the picture so I don't show it to anybody else. So I just pull it up on my phone and walk over and show it to him.
The picture of what now?
I don't know.
She's showing Alias the picture of the bedazzled truck, monster truck.
I just want to
Just in
say,
case.
stealing a. I'm pretty sure I've made this clear before, but if you're stealing criminal organizations, I'm not going to stop you. I wouldn't help
Mm.
you, in fact. I just want to make sure you're aware of that.
So I just need a place to stash it till we get back until I can get it to where I need to get it to.
The only thing I would have is a place that it would not necessarily be mine, because I don't have room for that in any way, shape, or form.
So I have room for it if you ever decide to come to me.
Is there room in is there maybe a parking deck at the bottom of the watchtower or something?
It's a clock tower that connects to the subway. Like there's a train, like old subway station at the bottom of it. So yes.
Okay, yeah. We'll
But
leave
it's
the
a
truck.
monster truck we're talking about, though.
I don't think a monster truck is going to fit in the subway.
I mean, she's just
Ah.
porting it in. I mean, there's the one. I don't know if you have that map, but there was a map of the terminal. Pretty sure if she's just
It could probably fit in a terminal. Barely. It ain't going
barely-
anywhere.
well, she's not trying.
Yeah, I'm not trying.
She's trying to store it.
Also, wait, are you actually going to teleport everything?
Yeah, she was just teleporting.
Yeah,
I just wanted
Yeah.
to make sure you were actually going to teleport the computer and the doctor.
Yep.
The last time you did that,
Monster truck in there.
yeah, she could probably put the monster truck in there. But if she wasn't going to teleport the doctor and the computer, and its fully repaired size, we need to get something on the tracks to move it. So, can Nessa move the full computer and the doctor?
Well, she was able to move it when it was disassembled, so I don't see why it suddenly would have changed mass just because it was assembled.
Yeah, she can teleport it in its assembled state.
Well, now it has quantum physics working on it, so yeah, it's different. But
You're right. I forgot about the quantum multiplier.
I mean, technically, there's all these extra cables and whatnot in there. It would technically weigh at least a few kilos more.
Yeah, but a few kilos wouldn't be significant.
Yeah, it's tracked in the weight of people.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's right, because it's based on number of people you can move. It's like one person per rank or something.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and this is
Well, if she ain't gonna hurt herself, then that works for me. I just want to make sure she isn't gonna telephrag herself.
I don't know. She's good. If this was GURP, she'd have to worry about a few kilos. But this is D6.
Yeah.
We're keeping it simple.
Hey, I'm just concerned about parties being telefragged. It was moderately funny and traumatic to watch it happen to to David and Ladrina.
The dice do not like me.
But I don't want to see it happen at 10 times the speed and much more devastating results.
Okay.
Real question is, which mech is going to fit down there? Going to be a link
Wait, I'm gonna
dungeon or a motorcycle-sized dungeon?
Oh, that's what we should have asked the computer before we pack it up.
Well, what do you want to ask?
What is the size of the space in the dungeon?
I don't know if it would know about current conditions because there's been there might have been collapses and shit.
Well, it would know what its base is, and we can work it from there.
Yeah.
Because there's a difference between having enough space for links to be in there versus having enough space to be slightly bigger than a person. That's a pretty big difference.
I mean, Greg can make the roll and it can answer that question.
Magic Pain Glove. Tell me what you know.
See what that use tech tells us.
Ooh. Okay. Because it gives associated stuff as well. Because you asked about the size, it can essentially give you the map.
Oh shit!
Not necessarily what occupies inside the map, but it can give you the map.
I did not expect it to have a map. I stand corrected.
Don't ask it. I what got it? Because
Quantum physics.
Quantum. Oh, that's ominous. It opens on skulls.
I mean, I'm going to ask it how it got the map. I wanted to explain quantum theory to us.
It reminds me of the lobby of my daddy's home.
First thing, it reminds me of that crypt where we found the vampire, but yeah, sure. That's what your dad's place looks like.
Maybe one day I'll take you guys to see.
Yeah. Can we just annihilate this place from existence with a nuke?
So we're talking about
Considering this underground.
Otherwise, I have questions.
Well, yeah.
Daddy had this as his front room. I mean, I'm seeing some people-sized corridors, but for the most part, it's going to depend on what the ceiling height is, but links might fit in here.
Ceiling height is 15.
I think Links actually fits in here. Barely, but he does fit in here.
But the map has as skulls.
Yeah, he'd literally be scraping his head because he's exactly 15 feet.
Yeah, might be motorcycle.
Well, that's his lean. We don't know what it doesn't become his height automatically, does it?
Usually, when it becomes vertical, it switches length and height.
It doesn't actually have its height listed, so.
Well, it doesn't, but usually length and usually it's 1/3.
Gotcha.
D6 doesn't normally track it, so I didn't note it, but yeah, usually it's 1/3.
You know, that makes sense for a car as well. I mean, I have an excuse to use the motorcycle again. I'm okay with this either way.
It's your call. It's just, he will fit. He just might have to, squat a little or scrape his head.
I'll go motorcycle again.
Sure.
Because taser missiles.
The depiction of these skulls are not exactly skulls. There's something it's bone sculpted, but it's not exactly skulls. But as it's giving a top down presentation of it, and some information is it would be your you guys to determine specifically what they are by physically being there. However, if you wanted to try to extrapolate from the information presented, from more of a 3, as there is some information. I would the most relevant role for pulling information, scholar. In the case of in the case of Ghost Spider, the Tech on Computer does reveal that there are symbols and writings on the walls, but it can't enough probability events for that to depict.
There we go. I was about to say, it's like, I rolled it.
Ah. Okay. So we have a 31 from Alias and a 19. Okay. Alias. These are kind of flowing and sculpted. It it appears to you not be a functional part of the design, but serving some other purpose. For you, Wolf Spider, at 19, you will get the sense that it is based in a lost as in non-surviving Native American tribe. Something dealing with that side. If you were to physically be there to look at it, either you or one of the previous bearers may be able to get some more information. Try to use it now. It may or may.
I'll wait until we're actually in there and then see if maybe the ancestors are more willing to talk.
All right, because it's time to go on a field trip.
Oh, by the way, I would like to make a note. I do require medical assistance before we leave.
What happened?
I am currently blind.
Oh, wait, Yeah, that's the thing.
That's
Still has not worn off.
help.
I don't know if she can help with this.
I heal damage. I don't know if I can heal that.
Step into my office. Let's take a look.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and drop these things off and grab Virgo, and then yeah, you guys take care of that.
I mean, I would have mentioned it at the police station. I'm currently blind. Don't ask how I'm getting home. My car drives itself.
Mm.
But I at least like to get this addressed some way. If it's just going to apothecary girlfriend and going, here's the answer, I'm okay with that too.
That is an anime name right there. My apothecary girlfriend.
Yes, it is. I mean, is it wrong?
No, I just didn't expect it to sound like a bona fide anime title.
To be fair, she's more alchemist. It's just that you haven't figured out the magic part yet.
Oh, she's like what's her face from what was it? Faye. She has red hair.
Oh,
Brian.
Magistrate.
Mega's Bride.
She's Magic's bride. Yeah. But yeah, if you're wanting to medically analyze them, that will be, of course, a medicine roll.
It's fine. He can probably still, take it, take out anything we need to take out while blinded.
Yeah, but if you say, "Hey, we need to do this," wait, where is it? Can you read that? No. Where's that button? Which button? Okay. He has been affected with a highly um poison that um that is well making him blind. Scientifically speaking, what it's doing is it is, for lack of a better term, um suppressing um um various.
I don't like that it can suppress anything to cause that causes sight. I don't like that.
I mean, it's not the worst I've been through.
Okay. Yeah. It is a highly potent, effectively a poison, that is suppressing um um optical nerves, along with along with a looking at it, it would also suppress mild individual to individual um other things, so like perhaps also affecting like sense of temperature. Um, it definitely is very different from any other poison that you've encountered before. Given given how slowly um how slowly Tobias's body is doing it. It is handling it, or more specifically, the poison is slowly just through immuno response and lifetime of the duration is 7 days.
Damn.
Yeah, even aliens will be like, aliens will like lean back in almost genuine surprise, like, we need to be
Flash power.
Jesus.
And I
That's a
just want
lot
to
of
mention
ranks of
that I
flash.
technically got blinded and still thought as if I wasn't blind. That's how busted my targeting is.
Yeah, aliens will be like, yeah, we need to speed up the process because otherwise we'd have to wait a week for it to wear off.
Mm. Yeah, that's probably a smart thing to do.
That's no good.
That is no good. Can I like synthesize something, or should we ask your apothecary girlfriend?
I mean, we could ask her for help if you can't do it.
I will try what I can here because
Okay.
I have approximate knowledge of many things.
I like that approximate knowledge of many things. You could make a medicine roll to attempt to or at least
Okay, and this will likely be my last roll because I need to go to bed.
got a 1. Oh, yeah.
Tide a hero?
It because of that 1, it reduced to 35.
Yeah.
Um, you have created a um um antitoxin which you believe would work on this state of the toxin.
Okay. Do the good old needle flick. Apply to the correct area. Da 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 da. You shouldn't feel a thing, and give it a minute to work.
Okay. It will take a little bit of time to work, but it will work as your vision slowly comes back.
Cool. I'm no longer blind, guys.
It's a miracle.
You do know that due to the nature of what it seems, um, is that if someone else isn't, if someone else or even collateral gets reached by this, you would have to make a a batch depending on how it
Yeah, how it's adapted or whatever. Yeah. Well, shit. But yeah, this has been good. Y'all have fun with the remainder of it. Let me know if you need any rolls or anything. Good luck and good night.
good night.
Do we want to actually start the infiltration now, or do we want to save that for next session, given the time?
Next session's fine by me.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a lot of baking I got to do tonight.
What you baking?
Banana bread
Awesome.
and potato soup.
From my perspective anyway, I do want to apologize for the latter end of this quality so far. I don't think I feel that I am not up to my own standards, even if I look at it from a relaxed standpoint. So um, that being said, if y'all had fun, that's great. Also, um, um, Nessa, given that you actually spent time Virgo and Nate, I could give you some information about them if you'd like. Like
Yeah, sure.
yeah, I can send it to you. Since I know Nessa is at least semi sociable when she wants to be. Slow. That might be hunger related though.
Could be. Well, either way, since it sounds like we're wrapping up. Night Internet. Hope you guys had fun. Look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Yep, there will be more punching up of the quality for next time.
Yep. Have a good night.